Hey dolls, welcome back to your Royal BFF, the People's Duchess. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Sunday one, happy Sunday all. It's been quite the week, isn't it? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the first live stream in what seems like forever yesterday. I didn't quite expect that. Didn't quite expect to be so emotional. I also was kind of surprised by how many of you were in there. I still think of myself as a small content creator, and it helps me to stay grounded and stay true to our community and who we are. So I just forget that there's almost 8,000 people here, and it blows my mind. Yesterday's stream was a members only stream, and there were so many of y'all that showed up. Thank you so much for showing up and showing your support. It really means so much to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you'd like to watch yesterday's amazing live stream, hit that join button and become a squatty. Memberships are so fun. You get access to that live stream and tons of other perks. And while you're here, might as well just like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're always up to date on all the latest videos that drop. So getting right into things, Harry and Meghan took Santa Barbara by storm this weekend. As ever, they looked dashing in their dark hues, Harry in this all dark ensemble and Meghan in a strapless, backless Carolina Herrera, which seems to be her go-to for Santa Barbara outings. She had on this gorgeous Cartier stack that had a new hexagonal beveled bracelet to it. Oh, it was absolutely stunning, I tell you. They cut such a chic figure. Meghan paired the dress with these brown Ralph Lauren tenny pumps, her Pippa Small 18 karat gold kyanite studs, and hunting season's small top handle bag in raffia, which is the it bag for the summer. Pared down, but it's so classy and elegant. All eyes were on her. She's a commanding presence in any room she walks into, whatever she's wearing, but this was such a good choice. Nice, neutral, summertime fun. Loved it. Harry and Meghan are the king and queen of stealth maneuvering. I am loving this era of joy and autonomy and the ability to speak out in their own words and correct the narrative as they see fit. They are happy and moving as they want to. And that is so refreshing to see. You get to wake up every single day and just live your life like everyone has the right to do. You don't have to be told what to do. You don't have to adhere to any made-up protocols that only apply to you for some reason. It's refreshing. I love that Meghan set the record straight about their security and walking around in Montecito freely. They're not surrounded by security guards 24/7. They have that autonomy in Montecito and around where they live. Everyone is equally rich and famous out there. I mean, Oprah's there. All kinds of people are there. I love that, no, she's not living in fear. She's not afraid every day. She's not surrounded by bodyguards all the time. They have the ability to just walk around like everybody else, as they should. And I love that for them. And these are the stealth moves that we've come to expect from them. So them popping up in Santa Barbara for the 1805 event, I mean, we should have seen that coming. But we didn't. It was a surprise for sure. The first time we saw them at this 1805 event was massive, and they are back again this year. It is a charity event. There are very high profile people there that come in and donate. Harry even presented an award, so it's extremely high profile and the visibility is there. And what I love about this is that even though it is extremely high profile with attendees like Ellen DeGeneres, Portia de Rossi, Oprah Winfrey, and others, it speaks to us, the squad, and everyday people who are so inspired by the Sussexes that we reach out and donate or volunteer our time with these organizations. This has reminded me to go ahead and donate again this year. So I love that Harry and Meghan get to stick to things that are close to their heart. Meghan is a Californian through and through. So this is something that of course she's going to support. We all saw Harry and Meghan rush out there when the fires started in and around LA, and Harry was right there by her side. that got a lot of praise, especially from the governor and his wife, who they worked hand in hand to hand out meals and just be there as a support system. They even took people in that had been displaced from those fires. Meghan also graciously delayed the premiere of her show, the first season of With Love Meghan, to be of service and have this time for her community to kind of heal and recuperate, which is just such a selfless and lovely thing to do in a time of need like this. And she didn't hesitate. So these are definitely the people you want in your corner when something like this happens, or to raise those funds to get those eyes on whatever it is that you're trying to promote. Not only are you going to get the attention that the event needs, but as we all know, Harry and Meghan go that extra mile and make sure that the event is successful and that it has all the financial support and manpower needed to do so. This is all on the back of Harry's uber successful trip to the UK and the Ukraine. I mean, golly, the humanitarianism is not a gimmick for them. They've been doing this for longer than they haven't, especially Meghan, who has been doing advocacy and humanitarian work since she was a child. So this is just so beautiful to see. And I think that this is also one thing that really sticks in the craw of people who criticize the Sussexes. First of all, they compare them to the royals all the time, and they see that the royals aren't doing a fraction of this, and they try to make excuses. I saw one person say that the royals aren't even allowed to donate, which is a lie. We've heard a few stories about the royals donating personal funds, but it's always like $3 or whatever. So they can donate, and it's gaslighting to say that, oh, they don't because there's some kind of protocol in place that says that they can't. Obviously just made up to provide a counter narrative to Harry and Meghan's generosity and to mask the fact that they are, well, greedy. And I think it does them such a huge disservice to be constantly compared to Harry and Meghan. If not for us responding to the nonsense that we hear, we would never talk about the royals. We don't care. Unlike them, we genuinely care about the Sussexes, about their work, their family. They've affected our lives personally in one way or the other, whether it's to stand up for ourselves, as Meghan did, or to stand up for what's right, as Harry continues to do. We appreciate the Sussexes because they've inspired us. And then there's royalists who, I don't know, appreciate that Kate and William remain white. I'm not sure. I don't really know what the appeal there is. I'm not hearing too much in the way of the royals have impacted my life positively in XYZ way, which is fine. Fake, but fine. So there shouldn't be a comparison here because there just is none. It really does a disservice to the quote unquote work that they want us to think that the royals actually do. There's no comparison, especially when if waking up in the afternoon, throwing on a wig and heading out for 30 minutes to ask a bunch of frivolous questions, smile in the face of people who need help, real help, or attend a sporting event is considered work, then fine, you can categorize that as work. But then don't turn around and tell Harry or Meghan to get real jobs, quote unquote real jobs. Lest you need the reminder, both of them work 9 to 5s. They get bi-weekly paychecks and then they have to file taxes every year, just like the rest of us. Harry being a C-suite executive at Better Up and Meghan being a business owner, both of them file taxes from real jobs. So there's that. And yeah, I mean, you can continue hating from outside of the club, or you can just get on board. Step your game up like Harry did when he met Meghan. He realized that his game needed some sharpening. So if you now realize that you need to put down the bottles, put down the syringe, maybe stop acting crazy, that's perfectly fine. We encourage that. You don't even need to say anything publicly. Just, to thine own self be true. Anywho, if you have the ability to do so, volunteering time or funds, any way, shape, or form, those folks down in Southern California are still very much affected by those fires, still rebuilding. So if you can donate some time or some funds, I greatly urge you to do so. It is such a good cause.